Good afternoon, everybody in the world. My name is Ronnie Sarangaya. I'm making and sending this video from Tokyo, Japan. Ronnie is a pen name, but I've been traveling and lived to the foreign countries for many years. So, and also I got a miraculous experience by the power of the Master Kanichi Otsuka myself when I was 18 years old. And I had a lot of divine grace so far. So I'm in a position to disseminate the salvation and happiness to the people all over the world. This is my voluntary task. I'm not directed by anybody about this matter. Today is a nice video about the precious teachings of the Incarnate God, Master Kanichi Otsuka. So far until today, I made 8 videos to explain the precious teachings of Master Kanichi Otsuka. Today is the 9th version. So please read and listen to by your mind, eye, and the scripture ear. The day has come that everyone in this planet will be saved by his divine power. You can access below URL. I'm not in a position to show his precious picture, so please quick see below URL, because the photograph is shows the photograph is against the copyright. Above version is Japanese, below is English. Let me reiterate and briefly introduce Master Kanichi Otsuka. Here, Master Kanichi Otsuka was born on Otsuka Island, Japan on 3rd May 1891. Even as a child, he predicted the future, cured the sick, and invented many devices. People looked up to him as a wonder child. Over a period of 10 years, he traveled widely and confirmed the reality of his divine power, not only around Japan, but also throughout Korea, Manchuria, Mongolia, and China. He visited high mountains and deep ravines where no one had set foot before. During these years, he exercised his divine power and confirmed his inborn unity with the fundamental principle of the universe. He taught people the divine way. It is the truth, common to all fields, including medicine, education, and politics. Since ascending to heaven in 1972, he has constantly worked regularly to help people throughout the 3 stages: past, present, future life of higher existence. This is a Japanese map. As you know that Japan is a small country that consists of 4 islands. From north, Hokkaido, Honshu Island, and Kyushu and Shikoku is a small town. You know the shape of Shikoku is similar to Australian continent. It's like a miniature. And here, there is our area. Our is an old name. Presently, it's called the Tokushima Prefecture. In 19th century, 1891, he was born here to the divine country as a real savior, kind of Messiah, Christ, I would say. Alright. We firmly believe that Master Kanichi Otsuka appeared in Japan, divine country, as a savior, Christ, who is one with God, predicted by both Shakyamuni Buddha and Jesus Christ. There are some reasons for believing this. Below 5 points. Firstly, after religious training or liberation, some persons from other regions and some spiritualists have sometimes developed miraculous powers. Yes, Master Kanichi Otsuka, however, is very different because he was born with a divine power and didn't need to develop it. He performed miracles even as a child. Secondly, Even as a young boy, he made predictions about how the world would develop. Events have unfolded just as he predicted. Thirdly, Master Kanichi Otsuka had the power to save people without taking any physical action at all. And his power caused miracles to happen to plants, animals, and even inanimate objects. Fourthly, when his followers come to the end of their natural lifespans, their death is accompanied by signs and miracles of the soul that are attained very rarely, even by saints and eminent priests in traditional religions. Such a spectacular passage into the next world is called sublime transmigration. Lastly, he predicted that even after ascending to heaven, his power would extend across time and space, from the spiritual world, divine world, and miracles have indeed continued to occur, just as he said. A lot of miraculous phenomena has been occurred in here by the power of Master Kanichi Otsuka. But how does Master Kanichi Otsuka talk about miracles? We are respectfully heard from him in below fashion. Phenomena that are unfathomable by human knowledge and experience are called miracles. But miracles are by no means contrary to science. Miracle occurs under circumstances in which it should occur, in harmony with the principle of the very nature of things. This principle, however, cannot yet be explained using modern scientific knowledge. This way. From here already, as I said, I made 8 videos about his precious teaching, selected one. Teaching 2. So you can take a look at my previous video, YouTube. Teaching 3. Teaching 4. Teaching 5. Teaching 6. Teaching 7. 8 is the last one. And today is 9. Just a bit long one. I'll read carefully to you, okay? God has existed from the beginning of time, and he walks from the center of the universe. Jesus Christ, Shakyamuni Buddha, and Muhammad separately discovered the holy center through their spiritual powers. They realized that if people believed in God, they would achieve their ideals for humankind. So they made every effort to approach God. They rose to action and established religions. Thus, religions of the past had the same ideals and goals, but regrettably enough, because their teachers worshipped a God who was far removed from them, their ideals were never actualized. Divine influence brought these spiritually awakened leaders to the realization that the source of the prime force in the universe was moving rapidly and directly toward this planet Earth. And these leaders imparted their understanding to future generations. Then came the time when God, whom these divinely inspired teachers had recognized from afar, arrived on earth. God became one with the human body, appeared among humanity, and started the ultimate Shintoism. In traditional religions, people contact God through a mediator such as Jesus Christ, Shakyamuni Buddha, or Muhammad. In Islam, the followers of ultimate Shintoism are personally linked to God, enabling them to directly receive divine light from its source and thereby lead the most blessed of lives. This is possible because just as sunlight melts its ice and frost, the divine light eliminates bad karma from the past. There is only one God, because people at one time thought that the stars and planets revolved around the stationary earth. The only God appeared to them in different places at different times. Jesus Christ worshipped God in eastern heavens and reverently called him our Father, which art in heaven. Shakyamuni Buddha in Buddhism revered Ken in the Western Pure Land and fiercely called him Amida Buddha. In Japan, people found the true God in the center of the universe and respectfully called him Ame no Minakanushi no Migoto. He is called Allah in Islam. So although God has been known by different names at different times and different places, there is only one God. The God everyone worships is the universal center and the generative power that creates all things in the universe. Just as sunlight thaws frozen things and restores them to their original states, the divine light brightens life, saves souls. And the God everyone worships is the universal center and the generative power that creates all things in the universe. Just as sunlight thaws frozen things and restores them to their original states, the divine light brightens life, saves souls, and restores them to their original states. Traditional religions try in vain to restore all creatures to their original states, but when the time was right, the central and fundamental point became one with human being. Religious ideas are now being realized for the first time in human history, and this world will be transformed into the heaven on earth. It is the earthly paradise. And the sun begins to rise, night ends and morning comes. Similarly, when the incarnate God appears, his divine light brightens the spiritual world and opens the mind's eye. It is human perception. This brings about extraordinary improvement in human intellect, spirituality, and morality, which leads human beings to a spiritual evolution. Thus, contradictions, confrontations, and conflicts will disappear from this planet Earth, and peace will prevail. Today's material culture will be transformed into one that truly benefits the human race, and the earth will become a true utopia that is far beyond what we can imagine. The ultimate synthesis miracles are making these ideas a reality. The teachings of Master Kanichi Otsuka are not mere abstract ideals, for they coincide with realities of life. These teachings are accompanied by miracles that are actual proof of the truth of the teachings. Why does Master Kanichi Otsuka preach faith in true God? It is because only the true God has the infinite power to influence everything and to prove. His salvation of humanity throughout the three stages of existence: the past life, present life, and future life. In some religions, people worship animal spirits. Animals have some abilities that partly transcend human powers, but human reverence of animals will bring people to a wrong faith that is full of superstition and will lead them to a personal ruin, a wrong faith that will mislead the nation. In other religions, people study lofty teachings, but if these teachings cannot save people throughout the three stages of human existence, they are empty and useless theory. The ultimate synthesis is a religion of infinite power, and with the divine power, I, the founder, can do anything through non-action. This is a transcendent religion whose teachings can be corroborated. It is the truth itself. If you follow the divine way of the ultimate synthesis, it will free you from suffering by eliminating all evil causes. But if you choose to go against the divine way, you will surely perish. How do you like this nice teachings? Very deep. What do you think? Well, Roni Sarangaya continuously work on disseminating these videos, video teachings and education to the people of the world from now on. So please look forward to the next class. Today, I appreciate your intense listening. Thank you very much.